Welcome to our partner training on injury management fundamentals. This is a 10-minute segment on how Employers Guardian supports you to ensure injured employees get proper care and back to work as quickly and safely as possible. Our agenda with this segment of partner training includes an overview of injury management objectives, understanding workers' comp fraud and how to fight it, the role of preferred medical providers and how they influence employee recovery and claim costs, injury documentation requirements and best practices, how the injury wizard in EG Force makes it easy, how EG supports claim management and expense control, and how we collaborate with you using EG Force. Let's review our objectives with injury management. We want to provide injury treatment promptly. First and foremost, we want the injured employee to get well as soon as possible. That means getting them the right treatment quickly and back to work when able. We want to improve safety and protect employees. The more we know about the injury up front, the faster we can prevent someone else from getting hurt in the same way. We want to learn from the injury and improve the safety and training programs when the opportunity arises. We want to comply with workers' comp insurance and OSHA reporting deadlines. The sooner the insurance carrier is involved, the sooner we can get the employee the right treatment and back on the road to recovery. There are some serious injuries that require employers and even emergency responders to report the injury to OSHA. In most cases, the employer must do that within 24 hours. If they don't, the fine can reach $5,000 before OSHA even inspects the workplace. We want to control claim expenses. Claim expenses can devastate an employer's profitability. Claims that involve lost time from work are the ones that cost the most. Disability benefits usually account for half of the cost of the claim. Our return to work and claims management programs save clients an average of 30% on insurance costs when they apply the recommended strategies. Workers' comp fraud is real, and thorough investigation and good communication between you and EG can help identify red flags and prevent someone from taking advantage of your company's insurance. Let's review how Employers Guardian helps prevent workers' comp fraud. Workers' compensation insurance is a no-fault system in most states. Injured employees do not need to prove the injury even happened to receive workers' compensation benefits. Insurance fraud occurs in many forms, simple and complex, and requires lengthy investigations. Employees may exaggerate or even fabricate injuries. On the other hand, white-collar criminals, including doctors and lawyers, entice, pay, and conspire with others to defraud the system by creating false or exaggerated claims, overtreating, and overprescribing harmful and addictive drugs. The employer ultimately pays. Insurance companies pick up the tab, passing it on to them. Our mission is to identify potentially fraudulent claims and protect your company from paying unnecessary premiums caused by fraud. This makes our accident investigation process that much more important. Here's a list of red flags to be on the lookout for. Friday Monday rule. The injury occurs on a Friday but is not reported until the following Monday, or it happens early Monday morning or at the beginning of a weekly shift. There are no witnesses to the injury, or the only witnesses are the claimant's close coworkers. Conflicting information. The claimant and witness statements offer conflicting details. Delayed reporting. I can't remember, says the employee. The claimant cannot recall specific details about the accident. The injured worker is a new employee with few details. Performance issues exist. The claimant has a poor attendance and discipline history. The accident occurs immediately before or after a vacation. The accident occurs after receiving a disciplinary action, demotion, being passed over for a promotion, or being terminated. Extreme hobbies. The claimant is involved in physical hobbies or sports that are known to produce the same type of injury. Preferred medical providers specialize in occupational medicine. That means they primarily care for injured workers and understand the impact injuries have on their customers. They're focused on returning the employee to work as soon as possible, just like us. Insurance carriers provide us with a medical provider network to help us locate the best clinics near you. Together, we determine with you what your top two options are for injury treatment at each of your company locations, and we connect those clinics to each location page in EG Force so you have easy access to their information. We also set up an account with each medical provider for you, so the clinic knows who to send important notifications to and who to contact at EG to get information about your employee. We establish protocols for them to streamline communication with us and the insurance carrier and control expenses related to the injury claim. The right treatment provider is paramount in controlling costs. The wrong one will create more work for everyone and additional expense. Let's review what forms are needed for proper injury documentation. The employee report of accident. This captures the employee's version of what happened. Treatment authorization. This is how we communicate the authorization for treatment to the preferred medical provider. The state employee claim form for workers' compensation. This is required in most states and is specific to the state. The employee fills out part and the employer fills out the other part. Denial of workers' compensation and medical benefits. The employee completes this when they do not want to pursue treatment or benefits. It documents that the employer provided them with the state required claim form. Form 5020 First Report of Injury to the insurance carrier. This is completed by the employer and sent to the insurance carrier. Accident investigation. OSHA requires the employer to conduct an accident investigation to determine the cause of accident and any corrective actions that need to be taken. Witness statements. If there are witnesses, this allows us to collect their statements in writing. OSHA 300 log. This logs each injury throughout the year for statistical reporting to OSHA. If that sounds exhausting, never fear. We got you. The Injury Wizard is a button in EG Force that helps you get immediate support from EG 24 hours a day. The wizard collects the details from you to determine if medical treatment is needed and where to send the employee. If the injury is reportable to insurance and even OSHA. It sends you the forms you need to have the employee sign with pre-populated employer information. EG completes all the other forms for you. To submit an injury to EG, navigate to the employee profile by searching for their last name and selecting the employee record. Then click the New Injury button. The wizard will provide a welcome screen with some short instructions. This tool helps us quickly gather the details needed to expedite care for your injured employee, determine claim and OSHA requirements, and reduce injury costs. After completing the wizard, you'll receive the necessary injury forms with the employer sections pre-filled and tailored guidance. EG will manage the investigation, reporting, and injury care. The sooner we get the information, the better the outcome. Let's review how EG supports claims management and cost control. We authorize medical treatment and locate clinics for you when needed. We lead the accident investigation with your support and provide corrective action plans to prevent future occurrences. We'll report the injury to the workers' comp carrier and OSHA if appropriate. We monitor work status updates and prepare modified duty offers to document accommodations and minimize disability expenses. We work with the claims adjuster to ensure proper claims management. This includes reserve reviews to protect the company's XMOD, work status updates to ensure timely benefits for the injured worker, and more. Let's review how we collaborate with you on all that. When you complete the wizard, a new injury case record for the injured employee is on the employee profile. Click on the Case tab. Click on the injury name, and it'll take you to the injury record. Click on the claim details to see the specifics of what's going on. Click on the Expense tab to see the costs incurred and estimated to resolve the claim. Click on the Files tab to upload the signed injury documents and review files whenever needed. Click on the Activity tab to see what's been done and what we plan to do to control the expense on the claim and get the employee right back to work. Thank you for your participation. For assistance with this process, please contact risk@employersguardian.com or give us a call